Hello everyone, VG Sav here, and this is my obligatory reaction to the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare multiplayer review yesterday. Obviously, I'm not in Germany. I am not some big YouTuber, so I do not personally have any Advanced Warfare footage. I'm not going to steal it from somebody, so I'm just going to give you crappy old Ghost footage. And the irony of this video is that I'm actually playing Blitz. I apologize if I've used this video before. I don't think that I have. I kind of went back and looked at some of my videos. I haven't played Ghost in 2 to 3 weeks, and for a very good reason, having internet connection problems. I was on vacation, so there's a couple of other reasons. So I don't have any gameplay of, Ghost from the last couple of weeks on my PVR. I had this video. I don't think I used it. If I did, I apologize. I don't really want to use the same video twice. This is a pretty good Blitz video. I probably intended to use this for something else, and I just never got back to it. I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone, a lot of Guild Wars lately, and Call of Duty's just kind of been on the back burner. But I have to do, my reactions to Advanced Warfare. Everybody else is doing them. and really, I just want to give you some honest opinion and try to maybe, pump the brakes a little bit, because I think people are getting too excited. I initially, when I saw the video, I was a little excited. Then I started seeing some of the Twitter reaction, and people were talking about Capture the Flag and Hardpoint coming back, and that to me already makes it 17 times better than Ghosts. But there also, there's also gonna be a ranked playlist, which was kind of exciting. I guess kind of sort of along the lines of League play, not so much clan versus clan playlist of Ghost, but League play kind of from Black Ops 2. It looks to me a lot like a Black Ops 3 almost, like maybe they just went 25 more years into the future of the Black Ops 2. The jumping and all that stuff, and the dashing reminds me a ton of Titanfall. It's very Titanfall-esque, even though obviously I did a video not that long ago about how I don't think it's going to be too much like Titanfall. The jumping and everything like that looked very, very Titanfall-like. However, obviously, I don't think there's going to be any, mechs or Titans or anything like that. So, who knows? Maybe they'll throw in a score streak that's kind of like a mech or something like that. I didn't see any of that yet. I kind of doubt that. But I was excited to see the Pick 13, I think they're calling it, which is just like the Pick 10 for Black Ops 2, except now it's 13. However, all the things that I thought that that were good and I liked and I wanted to see, there was a lot of things I saw and didn't like that I really didn't want to see. And I bitched about the laser weapons before. That really wasn't one of them. It actually looks like the execution on those is actually going to be pretty good. So I'm really not going to complain about those too much. What I am going to complain about is stuff that I'm seeing, like the tracker sight making a return. Did anybody in Black Ops actually like the tracker sight? Everybody thought that was the worst attachment in the world, unless you liked it. There were people that liked it and used it constantly because I guess they just can't see, so they need a tracker sight to show them where the bad guys are. So it makes bad people good. That kind of annoys me to see the tracker sight come back. There was another, not necessarily a bouncing Betty, more along the lines of probably like a Claymore kind of thing. I forget exactly what it was called, but it was another one of those, drop it and wait for somebody to run over it weapons, or bombs, explosives. I can't stand those weapons. I don't know why we need to have those in any of the games. Again, it's kind of like another noob thing for people who have zero skill. They just want to throw out their their claymores and their bouncing betties or whatever it is from whatever iteration of the game and get a free kill for being a douchebag basically. And it looks like it's throwable, like kind of like the shock charges were in Black Ops 2, where you can throw it into the wall and somebody can walk into it. So I'm not very excited to see that. That's gonna that looks like it's going to piss me off. So I'm already looking at the pub side of Advanced Warfare and going, I'm probably not gonna play that. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me. I kind of wish, and I think Wicked Shrapnel said it on Twitter. I didn't watch his video yet today, so maybe he said it on his video. He said something along the lines of, they need to, half of the items, the bombs, the bombs. I keep calling them bombs. The explosives, the secondaries. Like they had one weapon. It was a Kimbo LMGs, like that. All that stuff is going to be banned from competitive. Like basically, I think the way he worded is like half the stuff is going to be banned from competitive, and the stuff being the weapons, secondaries, grenades, and tacticals. If half the stuff is banned from competitive, you're not bridging the gap between competitive and public play. The reason why League of Legends is so huge right now, and the reason why CS:GO has such a loyal following, is because the competitive game modes, the competitive play, is exactly the same as the public play. There is no difference. When you pick up League of Legends, you are playing the same exact game that the pros are playing. If you pick up Call of Duty, any iteration of Call of Duty, there are going to be separate rules for the pub plays, and there's going to be separate rules for the competitive plays. It's not the same game, and it's disappointing. And then some people might be screaming, saying, well, competitive ruins everything. You're just taking all the fun stuff out of this game. If that's the way you play, fine. Maybe, and I guess that you like the tracker sites and you like the bouncing betties and the bullshit that people like me, who are getting turned off by the game, can't stand. I mean, at the very least, I can say it looks like competitive is going to be fun again. It looks like I think the jumping and the dashing and all that stuff is going to add some nice features to the competitive side. I think if you enjoy playing competitively, I heard the maps are a lot like Black Ops 2 maps, and there's 3 lanes and you can hold down ARs and all that good stuff. I think in that aspect, the competitive is going to be very, very fun and exciting. But overall, as a whole, for the game and for the franchise, I wish they would just bridge the gap. I mean, I really do. Don't leave stuff like tracker sites and bouncing betties and bullshit basically out of the game, so that people don't use them. They can't use them, and then people don't complain. And then obviously the people on the other side who like these things, I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but you ruin the game for a lot of people, and that's why the competitive side exists like it does, because they want to get away from people like you. So it's actually probably good for business for Call of Duty, but I think in the end, it's really it's separating the community, and it's either one community is going to be unhappy or the other community is going to be unhappy, and it's going to eventually be the downfall of the game, because nobody's going to be happy. You can't please everybody. I understand that, and Call of Duty is trying to please everybody. They have, by the way, made that's not a word. Made competitive. I mean, they've brought it to the mainstream. They brought competitive gaming to the mainstream. Let's face it, League of Legends and Dota 2 are huge. StarCraft is huge in Asia, but over in America and Europe, I mean, maybe not so much Europe. I think those things are kind of big in Europe too. But in America, those things are not that big. They're not huge. Call of Duty is kind of Americanized competitive gameplay and brought it to the mainstream for people. And I think a lot of people, even though they may not enjoy actually playing competitive, enjoy watching competitive. I know a couple guys in VG that I talk to, and they're like, I have no interest in playing competitive, but I love watching competitive. It's fun to watch. And when you play with these people, they play, they don't use the bullshit tactics, the noob tubes, the bouncing betties. They play, they get pissed off just like I do at them. They prefer playing public matches, but they don't prefer the competitive. So I think the public would still be happy if you took the bouncing betties and stuff out, and maybe just didn't say anything, and the tracker sites, and you just didn't, and the noob tubes. Nobody likes the noob tube guy. Let's face it. The noob tube guy is the one guy, and Danger Close. Danger Close is coming back, by the way, but that was another thing that pissed me off. That's the one guy that nobody likes. Nobody likes the noob tube guy. So take the noob tubes out. Take Danger Close out, because that is the one I think everybody can agree that nobody likes, because that is the one person in 20. Okay, it's the one person that happens to be in your lobby that everybody hates. Take it out. I don't understand. So as good as I think the competitive for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is going to be, I'm a little disappointed that we can't bridge the gap just a little bit more and bring everybody together in one community. Again, like I think it could ruin in the end. One way or the other, it's going to probably ruin the game, and I think maybe Call of Duty is in its twilight. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just way off. Maybe the people who like the noob tubes and bouncing betties just don't care, and they're gonna play it because they like noob tubes and bouncing betties. I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty much my reactions for Advanced Warfare. I am looking forward to it. I will be purchasing it. I pre-ordered it, and I think I have to look into this day zero crap. I'm not 100% sure what that is. So hopefully I'll have it a day before, like a lot of other people will too. We'll see. That's my video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a Call of Duty video. I know a lot of people on my channel are Call of Duty fans and watch my videos for Call of Duty. So I apologize that I haven't done a lot of Call of Duty lately. But if you like my video, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And as always, thank you for watching.
Mission accomplished. A good day's work.